Hey folks, Jake Wiskershin here from Zephyr Wellness. I wanted to reach out to the community based on the events that happened at Hug High School the other day. I've seen some pretty disturbing things going through the Facebook newsfeed, and I wanted to address them. There's a lot of judgmentalism and negativity, and whether or not you know the facts or you don't know the facts or you've heard from somebody who saw is immaterial. What's happening right now is there's a residual trauma that's taking place in our community, and it's affecting a lot of people. And this judgmentalism and this negativity that's going around it can have a really adverse effect on our kids. What we learned through 9/11 was that trauma does not have to affect only the direct observers of the traumatic event. It can trickle through and pervade the entire community. So you didn't have to be in New York City or Pennsylvania or Washington, D.C. to feel the effects of the events that transpired. Just by watching them on the news, replayed and talked about and commented on and replayed again, there was a residual trauma that rippled throughout the country, and so we all ended up feeling some level of post-traumatic stress due to that series of events. Similarly, when an event like this takes place in a community, you don't have to attend Hug High School just to feel the effects of this. I know that anecdotally and through evidence that children who are in a community may be attending other schools that didn't have the event transpire and can start imagining it or envisioning it or playing it out in their heads. And this can result in bad sleep, nightmares, more judgmentalism, just an overall anxiety or a depression. And we want to make sure that we're addressing that with our children. So just because your children may not attend that particular school does not mean that they're not affected by it. So please have that conversation with them. And if you notice things like a sharp departure in behavior away from what's normal, or if you notice they're not sleeping or they look a little restless or they're kind of quiet, ask them if this event and seeing it repeatedly through their news feed is affecting them, because chances are it really is. We definitely want to address bullying. That's not the purpose of this video. I will be posting something about that in the future, but we want to address bullying, we want to address self-esteem, and we want to address the ability to tolerate and be resilient through these times. If you need help, please reach out. Obviously, our agency is well equipped to handle children and adolescents and families. More at zephyrwellness.org, but we're not the only show in town. There's lots of fabulous agencies out there, among whom are Great Basin Behavioral Health and Wellness, True North Treatment Center, Healing Minds, Midtown Mindfulness, the Children's Cabinet, all of whom are well equipped to deal with this kind of thing. So please have these conversations with your kids. And if you're unsure, you're feeling uncertain about it, absolutely reach out. That's what we're here for. Most of us take all sorts of insurances, including Medicaid, and we're here to help. So let's try to put a stop to the negativity, the violence. And if you're aware of somebody who's posting nasty comments or repeatedly posting the cell phone videos that were taken at Hug High School of that incident, please encourage your friends and neighbors to take those down. We don't need to be re-traumatizing our youth by repeatedly exposing them to these posts, let alone the commentary that goes along with it. Thanks for watching, and I wish you all a great weekend, and we'll be back with more videos in the future.